Scorpios. It is your Astro Pretty Goddess Dragon Tarot. XOXO Goddess Girl, Beyond Psychic, everybody. It's time for your reading. We're, of course, going to focus on you, Scorpios. Yes, anything that wants to come out on any level. If it's yours, it's yours. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anywhere in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Scorpio, beautiful cross watchers, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or maybe you are not dealing with a Scorpio. You don't have Scorpio anywhere in your chart. If you're here for a reason, right? So, yeah, by all means, stay and watch and have a blast, everybody. We're going to work with your astrology. If you ever bought a birth chart reading from me, we work with your Astro Pretty table. I will refer to the columns that are needed, okay, for you to check your individualized messages. And of course, for all of you, there's going to be messages in there. But if you bought your birth chart readings, you get extra messages for you, yeah? So if you haven't bought one yet, go to goddessdragontarot.com, everybody, and buy your birth chart reading. Also, Holy Event is still open, everybody. Join if you want to join, yes? Here we go, everybody. Let's see what we have. Scorpio Love Tarot reading, Scorpio Horoscope, Scorpio Astrology, Scorpio finance, career, education, health, love, spirituality, sexuality, sensuality, beauty, food, a secret that somebody's keeping from your ancestors, anything that wants to come out. Let's see what we have. Ooh, we start with yearning. Ooh, Scorpios. I will go in a moment, okay, what that is about. We also have action here. We're also going to go through all the zodiac signs, okay? Lovers and haters, all that stuff, right? You know the drill. If you are a royal loyal subscriber, if you're new, welcome, welcome everybody. White Buffalo Woman is here, peace. Also a very good card here, Scorpios. And we have Hatha reversed, contentment. This is a less good card, but I will tell you that in a moment, okay? If you look at this first row, right, there is some red energy here, and the rest is all a little bit palish, right? But we're going to look at that in a moment, yeah? Your next card is Eostra, New Beginnings. It is reversed. Then we have the Selkie and her skin. That one is also reversed. We have Pleasure reversed here. Ooh, be mindful, Scorpios. I will tell you in a moment. Andromache is here. Strength is here. Some of you need to be mindful with the Leo, Scorpios. Or you have Leo in your chart, okay? Let's see. We have Hecate here, illumination in the upright. That is really good. And we have Soul Cage here. Oh, you have an intense reading, Scorpios. By the way, of course, different decks, right? You know, I have so many decks, right? So creativity is here, which is reversed. And the final card for you here is family, which is a good one again. So overall energy, bottom of the deck, right? Let's see what we have. We have Kuan Yin reverse, compassion. Okay. Scorpios. I'm going to go through all the cards, of course, right? I'm going to give you all the messages that you want, need, and desire. Yes. Numbers that are important, everybody. Even more important regarding messages that I will give you, okay? It's number 3, number 40. Let me quickly see. Number 9, 10, and 11. 24, 25. And 34, 35, 36, and number 2, whatever these numbers mean, right? Social security number, house number, your birthday, barcodes, batch number, whatever this is about, right? License plate numbers could be anything. Okay, let's start with your reading. I also have, of course, some astrology cards, so we're going to go through that. Yeah, welcome everybody in the chat. Good to see you. Hey, good to see all of you, okay, in the chat. Hey, Angie. Hey, gorgeous. Hey, Susie. Hey, my beautiful Astro Pretties and Astro Handsomes. Good to see you in the chat, okay? By the way, can you like the video, everybody? Double tap that screen for me. Because of you, other people also come in, okay, Scorpios? Okay, let's see, Scorpios. Gods and goddesses of the underworld. That's you, right? Mm-hmm. You are the beginnings and the endings, right? Let's see what we have. I have to sneeze. Bear with me. I do not know why. So, some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, or you're interested in a Capricorn. I am a Capricorn Scorpio, by the way. Whatever that means for you, okay? There's something about a Capricorn. Okay. Let's start with your reading. Yes? Haters and lovers, everybody. If you bought your birth chart reading, everybody, check your Astro Pretty table and check the final two columns, okay? Lovers, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Let me see, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces, okay? If you look at your Astro Pretty table, you don't look at the final column, but the column before that. Check whether you have that in your chart. Yes, because there's important messages in there for you, individualized, everybody, on how to apply the energies, yeah? Some of you want to reconcile, definitely big potential. Others of you want to work it out. Others of you, next step in the relationship. You could be with these zodiac signs. New love also coming in. Write it in your journals, everybody. All these energies are important that I just gave you, okay? Extremely good energy for use. Okay, for use. Okay, for use, Yusuf, Yusu. Okay, you will know, everybody, the names or Yusu. If you don't know what it means, then let it go, yeah? It's for somebody else. The haters, I have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Be extra mindful, okay? These are people that do not like you, backstabbing energy, family member, co-worker, friend, love, interest, ex, the butcher, the neighbor, somebody at the golf club, hockey club, whatever this is for you, right? Be extra mindful with these zodiac signs. Check whether you have that in your chart, everybody. If you do, then check the final column, and then you will see why they are hating on you, possibly even doing black magic for the hood on you, yeah? Especially if something is going wrong in your house, maybe even a split up, breakup, divorce, you don't know what's going on. Others of you, you have a writer's block. Others of you, there are issues with your work, with your health. Others of you, you could have something also with your womb, your ovaries, or your period, or your prostate for the brothers. Others of you, issues with balancing out, also physically. And others of you, fake friends. Yeah? So these are the themes that you need to be mindful of if you want to know why these haters are acting like that, what the issue is, etc. Right? You check the final column, everybody, in your Astro Pretty table that you've bought. Again, if you haven't bought one yet, go to goddessdragontarot.com. Buy yourself a birth chart reading, everybody. Full life is 250, and detailed, everybody, including lottery ticket numbers, new love, career, business, etc., is 499, excluding fees. Yes. It's an investment in your life. Pluto is, of course, an Aquarius, right? Which, is there for the coming 20 years, everybody. You don't want to miss out, right, on your blessings, everybody. And for those of you who've bought it, right, congratulations on all your wealthy and healthy changes that you've made in your life. Yes, congratulations. Now, Aquarius is reversed here. So if you're really stuck in life, Scorpios, buy yourself a birth chart reading. You also have Kuan Yin reversed here. Some of you are becoming bitter, Scorpios. You are, of course, a zodiac sign not to mess with, right? That is a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. You can be even worse bitter than a Queen of Swords, Scorpios, or a King of Swords. And you know I'm right. You know that I'm right, right? So if you're stuck here, okay, especially with creativity reversed here in the Aquarius section, then please take adequate action, okay? Buy yourself a birth chart reading, invest, everybody, change your life. Just to give you some examples, Scorpios, some people want to get back together with their ex, right? They buy a compatibility birth chart reading, they end up together. Others of them, because I will tell you, right, whether they ever loved you, whether they still love you, you're done, you're over, you have a whole new life, everybody, everything breaks open. And you're not busy with your ex anymore. And if you buy a full birth chart reading, you suddenly see career, business, you see what's in your future, right? So everybody plans and organizes and strategizes based on my birth chart readings. I am, by the way, the daughter of a Brahmin priest. That is in my bloodline, everybody. So I will give you other messages, right, than other people will give you. Brahmins know the secrets, and you only are a Brahmin by bloodline, which means, that needs to be in your bloodline. If you see a person saying that they are into Vedic astrology, or they're saying that they're a priest or whatever, right, look at them, everybody. If they're not Indian, then they are definitely not Brahmin, yes. And Brahmins don't share, everybody, really simple. You can only become a Brahmin by bloodline, yeah? Just like Jewish people, Christian people, you also have Orthodox, right? Things in your bloodline, really simple, right? Hey, Palona, all of you, yes, thank you, Susie, all of you, hit the like button, okay? Make sure that you subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, yeah? Okay, let's see, Scorpios, because we're going to start with, I don't know, let me know in the chat. Do you want the haters or the lovers first, everybody? Do you want the blessings or the warnings first? Let me know in the chat, everybody. Hey, Nusa. or NUSA. Good to see you, okay? All of you, welcome in the chat. Let me know, do you want the blessings or the warnings first, everybody? Susie says the lovers. Okay, let's go with the lovers and the blessings. There's an Aries here that is crazy about you. Is longing for you, okay? I mean, just have a look here, Scorpios. You're either together with the Aries. You will be. This is new love also coming in, right? This is, by the way, also Capricorn. The mermaid is here. Capricorn is the mermaid. So some of you are dealing with a Capricorn with Aries, or you have it in your chart. Whatever this is, right? This Aries longs for you, okay? And they don't want to separate. If this is your ex, they want you back 1,000,000%. Somebody could also have Saturn in Aries, Jupiter in Aries, or Saturn or Jupiter in Capricorn. Yeah? Let's see what this is about. Leo is reversed. I told you, right? Could be a Leo that's against this relationship, or there's a Leo involved here that doesn't want this relationship. Leo is not beneficial for you in this reading, whatever this is. Again, if you're dealing with a good Leo, this is not your message. Yes? Leo and Aquarius, by the way, they're opposite. There's something about opposites attract, or opposites, okay, or dualities, or 180 is needed, okay? If there are issues going on here, you can definitely work it out. Just make sure that an Aquarius or a Leo is not involved in the dynamics with an Aries, okay? If one of you has Leo or Aquarius in your chart, you have to become more compassionate. Kuan Yin is reversed to your overall energy. And you have to be more creative about possibilities, opportunities, instead of looking at what's wrong about this Aries, Scorpio. That is the solution. I have a Leo, by the way, or somebody, right? Leo is the most beautiful, pretty, handsome, right, of the zodiac belt. And it also represents the soul of humanity. They're jealous of you. If you're with an Aries, you have Aries in your chart, maybe Leo, Aquarius in your chart, whatever the dynamics is, right? But there's somebody here, or Leo, that's really jealous of you. Whatever this is, it has to do with your identity. Aries rules identity, so it makes you really attractive. You know, saying, I am who I am. I don't want to change for you. This is what you get, you know, take it or leave it, something like that. And then there's your beauty, right? You're pretty, your handsomeness, right? Somebody who is extremely jealous. Be extra mindful of an Aquarius Leo, whether this is about a relationship with an Aries or with somebody, right, that's yearning for you. I do get, because I said, right, your reading is intense, Scorpio. There's one Scorpio out here, okay, that has a make-up-breakup relationship, right? The intercourse is extremely intense, right? But then you break up again. Yeah, pleasure is even reversed here. And then there's no new beginning. For some of you, you keep falling back, okay, in dynamics that are not, they don't work for you anymore, Scorpio. So both of you are doing that. Not because you're reversed here too, and your overall energy is reversed. So, you know, put a little bit of compassion in the relationship, right? Try to equal stand where you both are coming from if you're dealing with the situation, regardless of the zodiac sign. Another message here, Scorpios, because this is reversed here, right? Some of you are sleeping with the enemy, okay? You're too pretty, you're too beautiful, you're too handsome, you're too strong of an identity, okay, to be dealing with this energy. Scorpios, I'm going to tell you how it works. The more you are at the end of the zodiac belt, the more you have mastered everything before that. We're going to go through all the zodiac signs, right? So if you're dealing with a Leo or this one, right, with whatever this is here, or maybe it's an Aries that's jealous of you, whatever this is, right? It's way before you, the Scorpios. So it should not bother you. If it does bother you, you're not on track. You're supposed to master everything on your own level and before that. If you don't do that, Scorpios, it means that you are not living your own life purpose. Then you are always feeding other people, being there for them, right? Instead of working on your own life purpose. So dynamics that I just told you also about identity, you know, maybe you have a better education, maybe you look better, maybe you come from a better family. I don't know, okay? Those are dynamics here that you need to be mindful about. Whether it's a family member, coworker, friend, love interest, ex, the butcher, the neighbor, I don't know. Yeah? Okay, Scorpios, let's go to the second one here. Taurus, lovers and blessings, right? And by the way, new love is coming in, okay? Definitely a beautiful Aries. Just make sure about the dynamics that I just told you about, because that's a no-go, yeah? And of course you decide, right? I'm just here to give you the messages. Write it in your journals. If you haven't bought your journals yet, go to goddessdragontarot.com. That's the second option in the menu. It says buy, change your life now. And then you go all the way down and you see quintessentials. And you will find journals there. Dream journals, any kind of journals that you want are in there. Yeah. The second one is a Taurus, everybody. Yeah. Blessings. You could be with a Taurus. A Taurus wants to go to the next step. This is also business-wise, partnerships, building a life together, a business together. This is definitely stock, shares, options, crypto. Loads of you, you've bought my trade course, everybody. I also do trade course and management leadership courses. You will find that on my website. Action is really positive here. Loads of you are learning how to trade and you're doing really good here. And some of you even have some profits, right? Some gainings here. There's a new Taurus coming in. If there's a current Taurus, crush, reconciliation, big potential here. And the next step is here, okay? I don't know whether somebody's dancing here also. You could also be thinking about setting up a dancing company or you love to go dance with this Taurus. Dancing Queen, Abba, is also here. So there's a lot of movement, perseverance and discipline and motivation needed if you want a wealthy and a healthy life. Taurus rules that. Yes, some of you are losing weight or maybe even gaining weight, I don't know, by dancing. Stripping is also here, pole dancing, bachata, paso doble, flamenco, salsa, whatever you dance is right. Could even be capoeira, right? Whatever this is, looks really good, everybody, okay? Gorgeous energy, this. This person's coming in with all these traits, new love, everybody, you know this person. Or this is something business-wise even, or crypto or trading-wise, shares, stock options, etc. Yeah, Pluto, your own energies here. Some of you have Pluto in Taurus. This is important. All of you, check Pluto, okay? And then don't check the final column, but the column before that. If you apply that, everybody, you increase your wealthy and your healthy life here, okay? And also, of course, check whether you have Taurus in your chart, but definitely all of you Pluto, right? And by the way, Scorpios, you don't have everything in your chart, of course, right? It doesn't work like that, everybody. Yes, you are, of course, a human being that lives on this world, right? But you don't live in New York and in Hawaii and in Finland, everybody. It doesn't work like that, right? You also don't live on multiple addresses, right? You live on one address, right? You could travel, of course, right? But you don't have that in your birth chart. Your birth chart is a snapshot when you were born. And that is not everything in your birth chart, right? Stupid tarologists will tell you that. But of course, they know nothing about astrology, right? Now, the next one is a blessing to everybody, which is Gemini. There's a Gemini coming in that's going to bring you a lot of peace, or they want to work things out with you, even reconciliation. This could also be connected to your brothers or your sisters here. There's a communication here, okay? The white buffalo woman is extremely powerful, Scorpios. Buffalo is the most holy power totem shaman animal. Maybe you are a shaman, or maybe you are a high priest, high priestess, tarot, Reiki, tarot reader, I have no idea. The white buffalo woman is here, peace, so this looks really good. It could also be with your family, okay? Some, alignment that needs to be done. Whatever this is, it looks really good. Air is reversed, yeah. This is like, let's clean the air, let's cleanse the air. Others of you, you're literally doing that, right? You have all your windows open, you love that. Everything is literally, cleaning your house, right? Really good energy. I also see that there is a solution here, okay, for no contact. Maybe with a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Buffalo is Taurus, right? The dollar bull. Could be any zodiac sign. And others of you, it's related to your family, in particular your siblings, your cousins. Check whether you have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra in your chart. For some of you, there's an air sign here, okay? That doesn't like it that you're intellectual, or they don't want you to have a reconciliation or work something out here. I also see that you have a question, Scorpio. It's like, hey, how does this work? Or maybe something technology, right? Listen, I don't know how this works on my laptop. And then somebody says, I don't know, kind of a smug energy, like, yeah, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. Something like that. Now, that's childish energy. This is Gemini. Scorpio's way before you, okay? So these energies, right, if anything is going on, it should not bother you, or you need to find a solution, or everybody, if it is bothering you, ask yourself why you're there, right? This one wants to come out. This is about Cancer, everybody. There's something going on in your household. Uranus and Taurus just fell out. Somebody has Uranus in Cancer, Uranus in Taurus. Check all these zodiac signs, whether you have it in your chart, right? Cancer and Taurus, maybe even Aquarius. And by the way, we should not be going here because we're going to do blessings, right? Interesting. There is a Cancer, Aquarius, or a Taurus who does not want you to receive your blessings, everybody. I also have somebody circling around your house. This is Hathor, contentment is reversed. So somebody is discontent. They don't like it. Maybe you just moved in, moved up. Maybe this is your roommate. Maybe you have a new roommate. Whatever this is, right? There's an energy here of somebody being jealous of you. By the way, Hathor is pregnant here, okay? Be extra mindful if you're pregnant. Somebody wants to make you pregnant. Others of you, your neighbors are watching you. And others of you, you just received a baby. Somebody's jealous because you made a beautiful baby or another beautiful baby, right, Scorpios? Be mindful about this energy, please. Because this is also Uranus, right? Aquarius energy. This is somebody who stalks you with the technology. So this is stalking, hacking, spying. Your devices, overall speaking, right? Telephones, desktops, laptops, whatever, right? A security camera also. The baby is here, right? Most people don't know that. I will tell you that. Because that was one of my clients, everybody. Because you know that I am, of course, a corporate boss, right? I have my own company for many, many years. Be extra mindful, everybody, with camera devices, okay, regarding baby security devices. So this is when you have this security camera right in the room of the baby or toddler because you want to keep an eye on your baby, right? Those are the most easy devices to hack, everybody. Your neighbors can literally, okay, listen everything what you're doing in your house, okay? Whatever this is, okay, it's reversed here. So, and Uranus, Taurus, right? Also be careful here. Taurus is comfort, right? It's the Empress, right? Taurus is the only Empress. It's not Libra. There are no swords on that. Card in Terra, everybody. Just like the devil, right, is only Capricorn. Yes, Saturn is also Aquarius. They're never the devil, right? Yes, Libra is also Venus. They are never, ever the Empress, right? So there's something here about a mother figure, okay? That's jealous or just be mindful, okay, about this energy. Whatever this is, right? Mother figure, spying, stalking, hacking. I don't know whether you have a restraining order. And don't eat, okay, from a Cancerian, Taurus, or an Aquarius. I see somebody being poisoned here. Poison is always Sagittarius. Sagittarius has Hecate illumination here. You might want to be careful, everybody, especially if you live in New York or the apple is important, the big apple. Whatever this is, okay, big apple, Apple products, Apple devices, right, or New York. Be mindful because illumination is here. So somebody wants to make sure that you get a miscarriage. If you're always miscarriaging, Scorpio, somebody's doing this to you. You're eating food here. Oh, there's a Cancer here who's doing that, an Aquarius or a Taurus, maybe even a Sagittarius. Be mindful, okay? I don't know what this is. It doesn't feel good. This is a warning. This is Isis. Okay. Scorpios. Isis shows up. She's not in your reading, right? But Isis is a goddess of Scorpios. You do know that, right? If you don't know that, let me tell you about Isis, everybody. Yeah. Okay, Isis, right? She was on the run, right, for her brother. And she had a child, a son. She was on the run. Mother, right? There we go again, mother. So she was on the run. She was afraid and she needed to hide. So she changed her appearance instead of the goddess Isis, right, to just a normal woman traveling with her son. And she was tired. And she tried everywhere to come in, right, because she needed a place to stay. Nobody wanted to help her. Then she come at this rich woman's place, right? And the rich woman said, "Who are you? You're filthy. Look at you, blah, blah." Really, right. Ridiculous energy, right? Really, like, disrespectful. So Isis moved forward, and then she met a woman and somewhere, and she said, "Yeah, you can sleep in the stables if you want to. That's the only thing I have, right?" And she was thankful. She was grateful. So Isis said, "Okay, let me sleep there with my child, with my son." And then the next day, right, this rich woman, right, who was really horrible to her, she cried out. She said, "Oh no, my son is ill. What am I going to do? My son is ill, right? Help me," right? Nobody could help the son. But of course, Isis could, right? And then Isis took her normal, let's say, life purpose back, right? Instead of hiding, she became the goddess Isis, and of course the woman, right? The rich woman was full of regrets, and of course, like, yeah, I mean, Isis, right? Now, what's the story, everybody? Isis travels with 7 Scorpios. She travels with 7 Scorpios. So when the 7 Scorpios saw that Isis was so disrespected, what did they do? While Isis and the child was sleeping in the stable, the 7 Scorpios went to the house of that rich woman who was really disrespectful, right? Yeah, and they attacked her son. Poison. So I don't know what this is, but there is a Cancer that's extremely jealous of you, an Aquarius or a Taurus. They have it somewhere in their chart, or you have it somewhere in your chart, or it's about Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius season. You catch my drift, everybody, right? If you're dealing with beautiful zodiac signs like this, then this is not your story. Don't make it fit. Really simple, right? So, and your devices, Scorpios, you need to double check, triple check, quattro check, right? Yeah, do the quattro check. Also, something with your car, speeding tickets are here. Definitely speeding tickets. If you're going to bring your car away or your device, they're going to lie to you, Scorpios. The quote is way too high regarding the price. Others of you that are incapable, if you're pregnant, everybody, because, you know, cars, devices, soir, right? But pregnancy, right, make extra, take extra precaution here. That this is a real doctor or a real whatever this is, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it here. These are warnings. Check whether you have the zodiac sign Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius in your chart. And then check the final column of the body. You might recognize the person who's doing this. And all of you check Uranus. Yeah? If you're pregnant, by the way, because Taurus is here, right, with Uranus. Eat clean, Scorpios. Some of you are not eating clean. Maybe this is your first pregnancy. And you're thinking like you need to eat for 2. Don't do that. That is a misconception, okay? You don't need to eat for 2. I did that. When I delivered my baby, everybody, my weight was 100 kilos. 100. And no, I'm not that, of course, right, anymore because, this is what we do in my family, right? My dad is also next to a priest, right? He's also a military, right? So I got very quickly back into shape, everybody. Maybe this is what's happening right now. You can't get rid of this pregnancy weight here. Detox, everybody. Yes, you can buy a detox plan. You will lose weight, everybody. Yeah? Because some of you, this is pregnancy weight. You're like, how am I going to get rid of this pregnancy weight? If you're pregnant, don't eat for 2. The last 3 months, you're going to grow like a mother lover. Don't do that. Eat normal, everybody. Okay? If you're still in the situation. If you're already there and you're like, yeah, man, I delivered the baby, you know, only 6-7 kilos was gone and now the rest, right? Yeah. Buy yourself a detox plan. Yeah? Others of you, you're worried about your mom. Maybe you miss your mom is on the other side. Others of you, somebody's trying to create problems here between you and your mom. And that, for some of you, that's the storyline, right? Your mother could also be creating a lot of issues here, okay? Whatever this is about motherhood, about the home space, right? There's discontent here. I get so many messages here with this one, okay? Be extra careful. I see that you are... we have that in the Netherlands, everybody. People are responding, right, to house offers. But those house offers are fake, everybody. So they pay a fee, right, per month, so they can get all the houses in front of them, and they think those houses are available. They're not available, everybody. It's fake. It's a scam. This could also be somebody who says, I'm into real estate. They're not. Something is wrong here, okay, with this whole Cancerian and housing energy and mother energy, whatever this is, okay? Uranus and Taurus is also like, yeah, I will give you something new, right? Uranus, Aquarius, right? Technology, innovation. There is no innovation here. Maybe you're going to buy a house, sell a house. I don't know what this is, okay? Whatever this is, ask for a professional. Yes, and maybe even a second or a third or maybe a quattro opinion. Yeah. Let's see, okay? By the way, everybody, thank you. Yes to Jesus. We believe in Jesus too, darling. Jesus was a prophet. So you're not only, disturbing the chat, darling, but you're dumb too. So, yeah, I will hide you on the channel. Thank you very much for coming here. We love Jesus too. That is a fact. Jesus was a prophet, okay? So I think you don't know your stuff, darling. A little bit dumb, right? Okay, let's continue, everybody. We have number 5 here, right? New beginnings, everybody. I wanted to say let's not do that because we're focusing on the blessings, right? And the lovers. By the way, Cancer is no-go, okay? Whatever this is with Cancer, even if it's no contact, crush, new love coming in, no, 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 no. I get another message here. You're not talking to a new person online, Scorpios. You think this is, I don't know, you're on some Tinder or whatever dating site, Bumble or whatever you call that, right? That's your ex talking to you. That is not a new person, Scorpios. Okay. Leos now want to show up, right? It could also be that a Leo or a Cancer are really negative constantly around you. And maybe that's the message, Scorpios. They want you to become negative. Remember this, Scorpios. They are way before you in the zodiac belt. You have already mastered that, Scorpios, right? Everything on your level before you should have mastered that. If you have not mastered that, then you get discontent, frustrations, you get emotions. Emotions, everybody, is the moon. The moon is the prison of the soul. You can Google it, right? Let's see. And the soul is Leo. That's the soul of humanity, right? We work with the sun, everybody, right? Let's see here, Leo, right? There's a Leo that's jealous of you, okay? Leo does not want you to have a new beginning. If this is reconciliation, they don't mean it. They don't want you. Okay? They just want to F up your identity. They also show up here, right? So you're better educated. You're more beautiful. You're more pretty. You get a lot of attention. You're really creative. This is not a romantic person, okay? This person wants something else from you. And it looks like they want to destroy you. Whomever this Leo is, Scorpios. Libra is here. Could be somebody from your family. A Leo could also be blackmailing you with family or, right? I'm not going to pay child support, alimony, whatever that is, right? They're trying to blackmail you because as long as they do that, they're connected to your energy, everybody. If you're dealing with a good Leo, then this is not your storyline because I don't have it here, everybody. They could be saying, oh, I miss the child, the children, we should be a family, or let's do this for your mom, or your mom would never agree, or your dad would never agree, or whatever this is, right? Something's wrong with this Leo. Yes? Only if it resonates, if you're dealing with the beautiful, forget about it, yeah? I also have a Leo here, okay, that is trying to play judge, right? Because Leo is reversed here, Leo is reversed here. By the way, this is Libra section. Maybe they don't like it that you're with a Libra. You have Libra in your chart. They don't like it that you're balanced. They don't want you to be balanced, right? Others of you, if they still have access to your bank account, you might want to change that, everybody. Because there's a Leo that's ripping money from you here or something like that, or they're hacking you. I have a Leo here, okay, that's doing something here with a confidentiality breach, a privacy breach. This could even be a corrupt Leo or whatever this is, maybe even Libra. Or whomever this is doing this, right? If you have Libra in your chart or Leo, check the final column, everybody. You might recognize this person or why they're doing that. Definitely why they're doing that. But also recognize who this person is, okay? Somebody easily gets red. So somebody blushes easily, has blushes, or has an exaggerated blush on their face, makeup. Or maybe is a makeup artist, or their head gets red, or they get red spots on their neck or something like that, okay? I have a nervous Leo here, Scorpios. Yeah. I don't see this Leo being a match for you, everybody, if you just met them and they're nervous, okay? They're totally flabbergasted about your appearance, about maybe even your house, the lifestyle that you have. They are flabbergasted. And I have a Leo that's like straight up like, like horny for you, okay? And like I said, for loads of you, this is make-up breakup. Where's the love, right? If you're saying about the Leo or to somebody, right? Yeah, you told me that a million times ago. They never push through, right? They're not gonna do it, Scorpios. They always have excuses, or they say, yeah, this time it's gonna be different. No, it's not. Whomever or whatever this is, it's connected to Leo and Libra energy. Yeah, definitely make a breakup, intercourse, all that stuff. Okay. If a Libra or Leo is advising you something, especially regarding your hair, your appearance, your looks, your character, right? Maybe even your family, maybe dating somebody, you might want to disregard that. They don't have good objectives towards you, Scorpios. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, so we have 3 blessings, 3 lovers, potential for working it out, everybody. No contact, also possibility to work it out. Up till now, that's Aries, that is Taurus, and that is Gemini. Okay, all good energy. Also, new business, new love, all good. And the warnings are Leo and Cancer that I just read, and the correlated energies that are in there, and zodiac signs, etc. Yeah. Okay, let's continue, everybody, with your blessings again, right? For some of you, whatever this is with Cancer and Leo, they don't want you to receive your blessings, or they don't want you to have new love. Yeah. Okay. Blessings and lovers and new love, working it out, right? The next ones that I have, everybody, is Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. Yeah? Okay, this Cancer energy wants to pop out again, whatever this is. This could also be some mother mafia, okay? Be careful if you're a mother, or maybe you're pregnant, or maybe you just delivered a baby. The mother mafia, like I call it, that comes from me, means that mothers can be critical and say, my child, my daughter, my son doesn't do this, and my baby or child is such an angel, or my child never cries, or all that stuff, right? It's fake. Yeah, don't fall for it, Scorpios. Yes, if this is your first baby, don't fall for that BS, okay? They're acting like they're the perfect mom, perfect dad. They're not. Yes, everybody has a crying baby. Everybody is like, shut the F up, sit down, listen now, and, be disciplined, right? So they're lying, okay? They're trying to make you feel bad or something like that. And I also have Scorpios. For some of you, you don't belong in this group of mothers or fathers. They're all, I don't know, okay? It's just, you don't belong in there. Whatever this is, they're jealous of you. Okay. Sagittarius. Let's see. Sagittarius has Hecate illumination. And it shows New York. It shows the Big Apple. It also shows, of course, right, Freemasons. For those who do not know, if you have the Statue of Liberty in this case, there is a tag on it, right? And it's literally Freemasons tag. So there's something about Statue of Liberty and New York, the Apple or the Big Apple, Apple products, devices. There's a Sagittarius that is going to take you to New York. You've been with Sagittarius to New York, traveling definitely anywhere. Maybe an Apple device. You bought it for them. They bought it for you. If you want that, the Sagittarius coming in. This is Sagittarius that loves to travel with you. Others of you, this is new love. You're going to meet them in New York, or while you are literally around the Statue of Liberty somewhere there, okay? Statue of Liberty. There's a Libra also connected, Liberty, right? And others of you, you're in the library, right? Then the Sagittarius is there, or this person works there, or you work there. Whatever this means, okay? Something also with Katie, Helen is here, Catherine. Okay, Dutch people, Katootje. Okay. And also Terence is here. Erica is here. Henry is here. I also get Amory here. And I also get Kat. Okay, East Enders is important. Coronation Street, England is important. Scotland, Wales, Ireland, that kind of stuff. And Ethan is also, Ethan is also here, okay. There are 3 cards that want to come out, okay. This is new love, new beginnings, everybody traveling. You're going to meet this person, could be a Sagittarius, whatever this is. Good energy, okay. Check whether you have Sagittarius in your chart. Some of you are a sun sign Sagittarius. You have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, right? Or you're a sun sign Sagittarius. You're dealing with a Scorpio, right? You could be with a Sagittarius right now. Good relationship, Scorpio is really good. And there's also a Sagittarius that's going to enlighten you about something. They're going to tell you something, or you're doing that. You're saying this to the Sagittarius. Venus is reversed. Jupiter is in the upright. That's Sagittarius, and Aries is here. These three cards, okay, want to come out. So somebody has Venus in Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius, Venus in Aries, or Jupiter in Aries. Check whether you have Sagittarius, Aries in your chart. Check not the final column, but the column before that. And also check for all of you, Venus and Jupiter, okay? Jupiter, check the column before that, and the final column, Venus, please. Because there could be a Taurus or a Libra that's jealous of your relationship with this Sagittarius, or with somebody here, okay? If your friends or whatever this is, right, with any of the zodiac signs that I mentioned, and they always have criticism of your lover or the one that you're dating, they are jealous, okay? They don't want you to be with somebody here. Maybe in particular with the Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I also have two people here, okay, Scorpios? I have a Sagittarius and an Aries. They both want you. But it looks like you want the Sagittarius. You're not in love with the Aries. Or you feel that the Aries doesn't love you. Or you feel that the Aries is dealing with somebody else. There's something with a third party situation here, okay? Whatever this is, whomever this is. Your blessing is also, Scorpios, that if you put your mind to it, okay, you're gonna get something really big here. You can do something really big. Others of you, I see you traveling. I see you traveling, and you love to travel here. You're gonna go somewhere that you're not used to. It's also something that has nothing to do with luxury, right? Taurus is luxury, comfort, right? Venus. So I see you like just waking up and like, hey, just deciding, you know what? Today I'm going to do interesting. Leo is here, right? It's reversed. Now, you know, right? My ex-husband is a Leo, right? And he was literally like that. It's like waking up and then he just said, you know what? Today, let's not work. Let's just go to Madrid. Let's go to Spain. Or let's not work, you know, let's just go to Italy. I have the same energy, okay? If you like that energy, that person's coming in, or maybe you're already dealing with that energy. Others of you, I see you doing that. I just see you waking up and saying, you know what, F it. I'm just going to say that I want 2 weeks off, and you're just going to travel. I have that here. Others of you love to travel, or there's something about traveling that you really find important here. Or you're going to book here something, a beautiful journey, okay? And it's not a luxurious thing. It's something that has to do with something that you are feeling regarding your creativity and regarding also doing something totally new. It's almost like you're backpacking or something like that, or you're in some kind of van or something like that. It's just, you know, exploring life, exploring the world, and just enjoying nature, that kind of stuff. Okay. Others of you, you're going to do that with a Sagittarius new love coming in, or you're already doing that, or you're thinking about that, or they're going to propose that to you. Yeah. I literally see somebody getting married in a van or in a caravan or during a journey, something like that. By the way, gambling is a no-go, everybody. That's the Cancer again, okay? I get a no-go. So if this is Vegas, a trip to Vegas, be extra mindful. If this is gambling, casino, all that stuff, you're going to lose your money. Pluto is here, right? Taurus. So be extra mindful. Whatever this is with the Cancerian, right? It's a big no-no. Yeah? We have Capricorn here. So we have the soul cage here. So I don't know what this is about. This is the mermaid, right? Capricorn is the mermaid. You could have Jupiter in Scorpio or Jupiter in Capricorn, right? Because the mermaid was created by Jupiter, Zeus, right? Brihaspati, right? That's the storyline of Capricorn. There's a Capricorn that wants to rescue you, or is going to rescue you. And Gemini is important because restriction is being called here upon. Gemini is restriction. Capricorn is strict. Gemini is Jupiter in Gemini is restriction, everybody. That's not Capricorn. Capricorn is strict discipline, right? I don't know whether you need help, everybody. Maybe this is about your career. Maybe this is somebody that's really nice to you because you're ill. Maybe a colleague. Somebody says, oh, Scorpios, really, is that going on? You know, you get a nice gesture, a nice message, a nice phone call, a nice WhatsApp message. Somebody is genuinely interested in how you're doing, okay? If you're stuck here or you can't move, that's a Capricorn that wants to help you or can help you. And maybe this is at your work, okay? Maybe you're expecting that. This is coming in, okay, whatever this is. For some of you in 2024, you became ill, Scorpios, or you went through a split or breakup divorce, and it's impacting your work. Chop, chop, snap, 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 snap out of it, Scorpios. You got ish to do, right? I am a Capricorn, Scorpio, everybody, right? I will always tell you, yes, whatever is going on, everybody, you need to heal, you need to recover, right? But in this case, it is affecting your 10th house. So make sure. And if you need healing, everybody, maybe this is a split or breakup divorce. I don't know. Buy yourself a birth chart reading, everybody. If you don't know which one to buy, send an email, gdt88888@gmail.com. That's 5 times an 8, yeah? Let's see the soul cage. What's this about? I told you Gemini is here, everybody. There could be a Gemini that's trying to restrict you. If it's not a Gemini that's trying to restrict you, maybe this is a Gemini because we are talking about blessings, everybody, right? It's really simple. If you're dealing with a negative Gemini, you are absolutely right, whatever that's about. If you're dealing with a good one, you are absolutely right. Because this is the soul cage, right? This is either somebody who says, Scorpios, and they pull you up, right? They bring you to the surface. Or this is, Scorpio, and they pull you down. Pick whomever you're dealing with. Right? Now, this could be a Capricorn Gemini, right? If you need to choose a Gemini or a Capricorn, select the Capricorn, everybody. If you are having heart issues or whatever this is, you're sad about a Capricorn or a Gemini or somebody here. The soul is here, by the way. The soul of humanity is Leo. Leo is also involved here. Or you have it in your chart. Listen, this is your 10th house, everybody. 10th house is Capricorn energy. You do not want to miss out. Capricorn is the world. After Capricorn, remember, right? This is how the zodiac belt works, right? Anything on your level, you have mastered that. So Capricorn is after you, right? So if you want to progress, if you want to grow, everybody, you're dealing with a low vibrational Gemini, go to the Capricorn, everybody. Yes, and if you are dealing with a low vibrational Capricorn, the Gemini has already mastered themselves. Good. Then you don't have to master themselves. Are you growing? No, but you can focus on yourself, everybody. With a Capricorn, you can focus on yourself and you're going to grow. Yeah, that's if it's a high frequency, which I have here. You decide. And for some of you, a Gemini doesn't want you to be with a Capricorn, or there could be a competition here that, I don't know, you're dealing with two. Maybe you put two people here in a competition, or you're one of the people, right? You have to compete for somebody's attention or something like that. Right? Whatever this is, beautiful Scorpios, yes, you need to focus, get back on track here, okay? Gemini is in the upright, Capricorn is in the upright. It means there is potential, everybody. There is potential, there is an opening. But remember, right, whatever this energy is, they can drag you down or they can lift you up. And again, everybody, I am a Capricorn, right? So, yeah, this is karma, everybody. It's the closest star sign to heaven. They rule karma. Kuram, karma is Sanskrit that comes from my bloodline. I am the daughter of a Brahmin priest, everybody. My birth chart readings are amazing, everybody. I will give you secrets that nobody will give you. If you're ready for that change, everybody, business, career, lottery ticket numbers, new love, everything is in there. The detailed is 499. Invest, everybody. Invest in yourself. If you've been going through a split up, breakup, divorce, or maybe a change or a burnout, okay, maybe you got ill, whatever this is, it's time, everybody, to come to the surface again. That's ambition, everybody. It's money. That's all 10th house. It's career. What about you? Others of you, Scorpios, you've been doing a lot for other people, right? You have. Like I said, I am a Capricorn Scorpio. You rule investments, Scorpios. That's what people don't see, right? They always say Scorpio is obsessed and blah, 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 but you're not. They also say that about Capricorn. Again, I am a Capricorn Scorpio. You are not the most obsessed zodiac sign. That is Virgo. Virgo rules routine, right? So they make it, everybody, a habit to stalk, to spy, whatever. They rule obsession. They rule the psychopath energy, never you, Scorpios, okay? I see a huge change here happen in 2024, okay? Oh, that was a peak, everybody. And now it's time. Pluto's in Aquarius, coming 20 years. It's all about innovation, technology, reinventing yourself, doing new stuff, Scorpios. Yeah? Whatever impacted you here was deep. And it is connected to your ambition, because that's Capricorn, right? Capricorn is also fame, public recognition, reputation, right? Whatever you went through, there was damage here, right? So if you're good to go, you're good to go. If you need any support or help, everybody, trust me on this one. I can help you out. I've helped so many customers, everybody, on different areas in their lives, everybody. Yeah? Let's see. Let's go to the next blessing, right? Because Pisces is here. Pisces has the family here, okay? So new love is coming in. Pisces is a hell yes. Maybe you have Pisces in your chart. This person has it somewhere in their chart. You have a family. Pregnancy is here. Twins. You're part of twins. You will have twins. If you're wondering, will I have babies? Yeah, with a Pisces, definitely. You will have 2 children or twins, okay? Your family is important here for loads of you. Like I said, for some of you, there's a breakthrough here, okay? This could be with you, your father, mother, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, grandpa, grandma. And others of you, there's a breakthrough about you and your ex and the children, okay? Because something here can be worked out. Remember, Leo, right, has a double agenda, hidden agenda regarding family. Be extra mindful, okay? But Pisces is good, everybody. Huge blessing, okay? Check whether you have Pisces in your chart. Check your Astro Pretty table. If you ever bought your birth chart reading from me, you will recognize this new Pisces coming in. Others of you apply that energy that's in your Astro Pretty table. Not the final column, but the column before that. Beautiful energy, okay? Others of you, you're going to find a feather, okay? Or there's something about heather or heath. Cancer is here, everybody. I told you, right? There's something going on here with the domestic part, right? That needs to be... if this is in the future, be extra mindful. Others of you, a Cancer does not want you to be... Hey, if you're pregnant, do not eat. I repeat, do not eat food from the Cancer. They're trying to poison you, everybody. There's a snake in the background. It's the year of the snake, Chinese astrology right now, until the beginning of 2026, everybody. Chinese astrology sign, the snake is here. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to go, everybody, to the haters. Yeah? We already had the haters a little bit here in Pisces, but a lot of blessings are here in love. Also reconciliation, working it out, starting a business, anything that's positive, right? The haters we have here, everybody, is definitely Leo and Cancer. And we have left also haters Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, and Libra. If you have it in your chart, be extra mindful. Don't check the final column, but the column before that. Yeah? Virgo. Virgo has the Selkie and her skin. There's a Virgo that's jealous of your skin, or the Virgo wants to get under your skin. I've got you under my skin. There's something about black magic, hoodoo moon rituals, witchcraft. They don't want you to reclaim your authenticity, okay? This Virgo is fake, by the way. It's reversed, right? Others of you, if there's something about your skin, rashes, or I don't know, pigmentation, okay? Whatever this is, the Virgo is doing this, okay? Extremely unhealthy psychopath, circling around your house, obsessed with you. They are obsessed with you, Scorpios. This is your own energy you reversed. Yeah. Some of you have Mercury in Scorpio, be extra mindful. Or you have Virgo in your chart, or maybe even Pluto in Virgo. There's another energy here, okay, of being extra mindful about that. They're jealous of you. Maybe you have multiple Scorpio in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Let's see, Libras. Libras has pleasure reversed here, so Libra is also here connected to the Leo, very strong, right? And also with family, so be mindful of a Leo that just wants to get into your pants, right? Let's see. Yeah, fire is reversed. This could also be a porn addicted. Okay, this one goes to strippers, prostitutes, whatever this is. We don't judge. I'm just giving you the messages, everybody. Okay, this could, by the way, also be a stripper, prostitute. Again, we do not judge. Whatever people want to do, right? I have a Libra that has not forgiven you, is angry at you, maybe because you're with a Leo, or because you're siding up with a Leo, or you did something to a Leo. This Libra is also, it's like this Virgo energy, okay? All obsessed energy here. I also get October here, everybody. Especially the 21st or the 20th or the 22nd of October, whatever that means. Scorpios, your own energy strength. That's Leo again, reversed. Yeah. We have Andromache here. And she is reversed. So somebody wants to weaken you, or you have a weak spot for another Scorpio. You like the Scorpio. Or a Leo's trying to weaken you, or you have a weak spot for a Leo. Aquarius is reversed here. Opposites, Leo and Aquarius. Opposites attract, right? There is no... If you're dealing with a Leo, it's turbulent, everybody, okay? There is no real movement here, Scorpios. There's a lot of attraction for loads of you, whether this is a Scorpio or a Leo, whatever this is. For the Leo, definitely, if this is a new Scorpio coming in, Aquarius is reversed. It's not going to last long because of Pluto in Aquarius. And you have Pluto here, right, in Taurus. Pluto in Aquarius, everybody. And Aquarius is also reversed here. So, yeah, okay. Let me just say it as it is. If this is a new Scorpio coming in, it looks like you're going to have a jolly good time. I mean, Scorpio energy, right? Like, you, hello, right? But that's it. Why, everybody? Because strength is reversed here. So the Scorpio is going to drain you. I just explained to you, Scorpios, the zodiac belt works as such. The more you are at the end of the zodiac belt, the more you master everything before that. Capricorn is the world. After the world, that's the multiverse. That's Aquarius. They rule that energy. And then after that, that's Pisces. That's beyond the multiverse. You rule the underworld, right, Scorpios? You rule death. You rule beginnings and endings, right? That's what death does, right? There is no change. Death comes in and says, hey, you need to go. They pick you up and there you go, right? And then after that, other processes start to work, right? Which is in the zodiac belt. And I had a near-death experience. I died and I came back. I know what it is, how to be on the other side, everybody. Beautiful, gorgeous. I cannot even express that in words, right? And maybe you also had a near-death experience. I call it my dear-death experience, yeah? The Scorpio is not on your level. So what's going to happen, Scorpios? Yes, physically, you're going to be totally, into each other. Pluto's in Aquarius, right? So it means that there is a lot of opportunities coming in for everybody. You will not be able to do that because the Scorpio's reverse strength, they're weak. In other words, they have not mastered themselves. So then you have to do all the work, Scorpios. And before you know it, most likely because with the Capricorn energy reversed, you've been doing a lot for other people, Scorpios. You get the same energy again with this Scorpios. And you're missing out with Aquarius reversed on the blessings. Finance, career, education, health, love, whatever, right? So yeah, there you go. That's a warning, everybody, okay? Aquarius and Scorpio, check it in your Astro Pretty table. The final column, okay, if you have it in your chart. Then you will know exactly what energy will go wrong. Okay? Hey, Petra, all of you, welcome, okay? Good to see you in the chat. Hey, John. All of you, okay, if you need help, everybody, you're not going to regret it. It's going to change your life. My birth chart readings are changing lives, everybody, okay? And it's really detailed, everybody. You can literally see what's going on. Very clear information and guidance, everybody. Yes? Also, reconciliation with your ex. Also, if you want to know whether they still love you, they don't. People find out they never loved them. They just easily move forward with life, everybody. And they have a new opening. They have a breakthrough. Yeah? Final message here. Aquarius, everybody. Let's see Aquarius for the Scorpios, which is also a warning, everybody. It's a hater. Sagittarius is here. Sagittarius was here with a lot of cards, right? 3 entities, 3 energies, 3 people maybe even. Scorpios. You could have Sagittarius in your chart, Aquarius, right? But there's an Aquarius here that doesn't like it that you're with a Sagittarius, or maybe you're a Sagittarius watching, you have Scorpio in your chart. The Aquarius does not like you. So this energy here, right, with creativity is, I don't know, okay? It looks like Sagittarius is Kismet, Maktub, destiny. They rule that energy, right? Somebody does not want you to have a new destiny, or they don't want you, a new life with somebody or alone, whatever you want to do in your destiny, right? Destiny is in your birth chart, everybody. I also have an Aquarius here, okay, that's trying to check your birth chart, and they're trying to obstruct the energy here. This Sagittarius, by the way, is crazy about you, Scorpios. They're in the upright. They're crazy about you. Maybe they're asking an Aquarius about you, or they listen to Aquarius. They're being a little bit dumb. That's typical Sagittarius energy. They always listen to other people. They are they're the clown, right, of the zodiac sign. When there is fun, when there is a party, there is a Sagittarius, right? They don't take things that serious, right? So the Sagittarius is interested in you, Scorpios. Or there is an Aquarius that doesn't like it that you're with a Sagittarius. There's definitely a Sagittarius coming in that Aquarius doesn't like it. Sagittarius in the upright here, right? So some of you are definitely with a good Sagittarius. The Aquarius does not like it. Or they're trying to break you in a Sagittarius, or maybe telling to the Sagittarius that you're a bad person or something like that. Yeah? Overall energy, bottom of the deck, Saturn is reversed, Capricorn. This is karma, everybody, okay? Which means, everybody, that Capricorn is the only zodiac sign that delivers karma. Secondary, it is Aquarius, right? But first is always Capricorn. There's definitely some issues here with your 10th house. So your ambitions, your career. Also issues, Scorpio, with the coin itself, money, possibly also saving, right? Because Pluto is here with Taurus. Be extra mindful, okay, with stock shares, options, big expenses. People saying they're going to borrow money from you, they're going to give it back. They're not going to do that, Scorpios. Your own energy is here with Virgo. Virgo rules health. So there's a lot of unhealthy dynamics that you have to wonder, do I want to sustain that, or do I want to heal from that, recover? And if you do, buy yourself a birth chart reading, everybody. Yes, get out of that energy. Don't feel stuck anymore. You're going to get so much guidance on so many levels. You're going to be totally flabbergasted. Yes, astrology is in their predictions until the age of 100. I always advise you to buy the 499. It's detailed. Everything is in there, all your predictions. People literally change their life, everybody. Some of them are now, because I've been doing this for 7 years, right? They were having a total different job. Now they are a nurse, they're a doctor, they're a lawyer, everybody. They push through, right? So this energy is here. Saturn is reversed, everybody, which also means that something is not done here. So you need to have a look here. Compassion is also reversed, right? There's some bitter energy here that you have not processed. And if you're saying, I did that, that's not your storyline. Others of you, there you go. Others of you have Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn or Saturn in Scorpio, or Sun in Capricorn or Sun in Scorpio. That's Leo again, right? There's no need to be stuck here with the Sun, okay? The Sun is the soul of humanity, Scorpios. There's no need to be stuck, right? You just need to make sure that you follow up, right? In a right way. And that is in your destiny. It's in your birth chart, everybody. Really simple. Let me take some final messages here for you, okay? Let me see. I want to take... let me take this one here. Yeah. Let me do an extra for you, Scorpios. Thank you, by the way, okay, for attending this reading. Also for the previous reading. If you liked the video, give it a big like, everybody. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell. Double tap that screen. And also leave a comment, everybody, and you might win a free tarot reading. Let me, by the way, check very quickly, everybody. Let me see whether I can check that now. Whether there were some comments, because I'm going to select somebody very quickly for a free reading. Yes, let me quickly see here. Scorpios. We had Sabrina, Reva, and Time. Okay, I'm going to select one person here. I am going to select Time. Time. Yeah? Okay, let me quickly give you all the zodiac signs, everybody. Here we go. All the zodiac signs. Yes, if you're wondering, everybody, whatever you need to know about these zodiac signs. Aries says, I'm afraid of you. I don't know what to do. I'm shy. I have a crush on you. I don't know what to do. Aries. If that's the situation, if you're dealing with that energy, everybody, okay? Also, maybe dynamics about children. They are afraid of you. They're afraid of something, okay? The Taurus says, the change, right, needs to come from both parties. Taurus also says that there's a change about you, what you're executing that they don't like. Gemini says Tarantula. Okay. Gemini has good energy also here, right? Tarantula is also good energy. So Gemini likes you a lot, has a lot of passion for you, okay? Gemini is also in a protective mode, crazy about you, but they could also be obsessed with you. That's for some of you, right? Pick whatever's resonating. Cancer says the cheetah here. So Cancer is acting like they don't want you, but they do. Cancer could also feel that you're going too slow or you're asking too much. You're demanding too much or something like that. You're too demanding. Leo says, the gazelle, Capricorn energy, they want security, stability. They want to build a life. Even if this is no contact, they're still into you, okay? Virgo says, the moth here, this is an on-off relationship. You never know where you stand with the Virgo. The Virgo is trying to come to the surface, might even try to contact you, or is trying to find the light. This could also be a Virgo that's stuck. They believe in the dark night of the soul or something like that. So, yeah, if you believe in that, right, then you're not embracing darkness, right? They could be focused on the dark night of the soul or something like that. Libra says, the spider reversed here. Libra could be interested in somebody else, or Libra has a lot of other people, okay, that you don't see. Libra is lying, by the way. They're still online, okay? Or they feel that you're doing that, right? Pick whatever resonates, flip the script when needed. Scorpio says unicorn is reversed. Capricorn, there's no security, stability, okay? They might like you. Scorpio is also an energy here of sacrificing a lot, but they're not becoming the unicorn. So stuck in sacrifice, stuck in not healing themselves, recovering themselves. Sagittarius says, ooh, Lord of mercy, hyena. They either are protecting you from hyenas or they are the hyenas, okay? Be extra mindful. They come for the leftovers, right? Leo could be important or involved. Capricorn says the turtle is reversed, which means that they're trying to disconnect from you. Only if it's about the children, maybe. I also have a Capricorn who says, you're no good for my children, or I have a Capricorn with a little grudge here, okay? They might see you as a shark, right? Or they don't want you to know what they're doing, or they're trying to disconnect by making everything private, or, you know, deleting all their social media or something like that, or deleting everything from you. I don't know, something like that. Aquarius says the bee is here quite interested, but, you know, a bee can also sting, right? So be mindful. They're definitely focused on you. Could be a little bit obsessed. And then Pisces says the snake is reversed. So it is the year of the snake, right? Chinese astrology sign. Which means, everybody, they're going to take action this year or they're not. Beginning 2026, the year of the snake ends. Yeah? T-May, you're reading here. Hey, Brian. Hey, darling. Let's see, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we have for T-May. 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 T-May, T-May, T-May. Here we go. This is a reading for you. Here we go. We have the Eight of Swords reversed here. We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Devil here. Sodom. T-May, be careful of bad friends, okay? People that want to smoke, Netflix, chill, offer you drinks, or trying to get you off track. This is a lot of confusion, mental confusion. And with the Devil, they don't want you to materialize. The Devil stands for materialization, right? It's the world. You have a lot of jealousy around you, okay? Toxic people, by the way. You definitely have somebody here, or multiple people even, that are stalking you, okay? Woo. What's your blessing? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, that's Sagittarius energy. T-May, I advise you to buy your birth chart reading if you haven't done that yet. Your blessing is that everything is in your birth chart, right? Because we have Capricorn here, and the Wheel of Fortune is a direction, right? It's your destiny. So if you need any help here, buy yourself a birth chart reading, right? And then you can materialize again. And there's a lot of people here that are either jealous and or they're just psychopath, okay? They want you to change your mind, or they want you to be part of their bad behavior. I also have criminal activities, psychopaths, people that are stalking you, obsessed with you. So your blessing is the Wheel of Fortune reversed, right? You get this reading, right? It's in your destiny to get this reading. That's destiny, right? And then, buy your birth chart reading, darling. Capricorn energy, right? Structure, organized planning. And you can get anything that you want. Yeah? Scorpios, this was your reading. Yes. I am going to do Sagittarius now. So for those who want to join the Sagittarius reading, I will see you there in a moment. Yes. And by the way, Susie, Sagittarius is next, darling. So maybe you find your answer there. And of course, you can also pay there. Yes. One question, everybody, is 33 euros. If there's anybody right now who says, I need that reading, then you can make that payment now in the description box, everybody. Let me know right now in the chat. And otherwise, I go to Sagittarius now. And maybe if you are going to make a payment and I don't see it in this reading, come to the Sagittarius reading that I will do in a minute. Yeah? Okay, everybody. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, Scorpios. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I hope this reading helps you out. If not, you can always buy a personal tarot reading and definitely birth chart reading. Yes? I'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Bye-bye.